Hello and welcome to week 6 of the Country Garden Crochet Along, and this week we're going to be making the wiggle stitch. So the wiggle stitch is made in 2 parts. We're going to make the first part this week and then we're going to finish it next week. And this is the panel that's going to go onto the top of our lawn piece. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to be using one of our greens. I'm using the first green we started with for our lawn. And we're going to be joining into this second corner stitch. So we got the 2 double crochet in 1 stitch. I'm starting in that second stitch there. So I'm just going to join our green in. Oops. And chain 1. And I'm going to start with a double crochet chain. Okay, so the wiggle stitch is made in 2 parts. The first part is a filet mesh, which is what we're going to make this week, and then you make a series of double crochets over the top of the mesh to make your wiggles. So this week is just the filet mesh that we're going to work on. So after your starting chain, chain 1, skip the next stitch and double crochet into the next one. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet into the next one. Okay, and that's all we're going to do all the way across the row. So chain 1, skip a stitch and double crochet. Okay, and we're going to carry on that to the end of the row. So I'm going to finish that and I shall be back in a moment. Okay, so I got to the end of the row and your final double crochet should be in, excuse me, it should be in that second double crochet of the corner, and you'll have 24 double crochet in total for this row. Okay, so now we're going to do 4 more rows and it's going to be exactly the same. So for the second row I'm going to turn, chain 1, and in the top of that last double crochet at the row below you're going to make your starting chain for another double crochet. Then you chain 1, skip the chain 1 and double crochet into the top of the double crochet. Okay, and then you can repeat that all the way along. So chain 1, skip the chain 1 and double crochet into the top of the double crochet. Okay, and you can repeat that all the way across the row and you'll finish in the top of that first starting chain. And you're going to repeat that for 5 rows in total. So we're on row 2 now, and you'll continue this until you've done 5 rows. So exactly the same, and you're just making this mesh that next week we can work into. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so once you've finished row 5, you can cut off and weave in your ends, and that is week 6 complete. So you'll have this lovely mesh that we'll be working into next week to complete our wiggle stitch. So that's it for now, and I shall see you next week for week 7. Bye for now.